Hello everyone and welcome to the vlog. Today I'm doing a what I eat in a day, like getting back on track. I have been doing good lately and I actually have already seen some changes. However, I thought it would be good to show you my morning routine as well. 5 a.m. morning routine. I'm going to Pilates. My sister's actually already on her way, so please get dressed fast. Let's get ready. As you can see, my first beverage of the day is green tea. I love a green tea to start the morning with some honey, a little pick-me-up, but nothing too jittery. And I like a warm drink in the morning. I can't do cold drinks, even in the summer. Okay, let's go. Okay, it is time for breakfast. For breakfast, I'm just having something kind of plain, simple, because I do not like to spend a lot of time cooking anything for breakfast. If it's taking more than 15 minutes, I'm not doing it. I don't know about you. Unless it's the weekend and I want some pancakes. Anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna have these 3 eggs with some salt and pepper. Just gonna have some scrambled eggs. And then I'm gonna slice up half a grapefruit. This is my first time ever having grapefruit. And some blueberries as well. Bon appetit, got my blueberries, my grapefruit and my eggs. Okay, breakfast is done. I was very torn between whether I should have a hot or cold coffee. I'm gonna go for cold and I'm gonna have a little, nothing crazy. I've been doing cold foams lately, but I'm just not in the mood for one. Just want a plain old coffee. Gotta make myself an iced latte with a little bit of vanilla. Cheers. Really good. Okay, I'm just gonna finish some more work and then we're gonna have lunch. It is around 4 p.m. and it is time for lunch. It's time for lunch. For some reason, I'm just getting hungry now. Like around 1, I just wasn't hungry. So this is a very quick lunch, but sometimes when I'm working from home, I simply do not have the energy, and today's one of those days. And also, this actually expires today and it's in my fridge and it's just half of a pizza. So I'm just gonna have that. I'm gonna have the rest of my grapefruit from the morning, and that's just gonna be quick, easy lunch because it's almost the end of my work day and dinner is in a couple hours anyway. It's funny because as soon as this finished, I immediately stopped being hungry. But it's here now, so I must. Yes. Okay. Oh my god. Why is it looking so good already? I'm using this recipe from the Sugar and Spice book by Food by Remy. So this recipe is from Food by Remy on Instagram and TikTok. I bought her cookbook Sugar and Spice, so I don't want to post all of the quantities of the recipe because obviously like it's a paid book and you know we support black businesses, okay? So this is my first time making it, but I will let you know what I think. Alright, I think the last thing I need to do, I'm just looking at the recipe. My sister stole the recipe book, so I'm having to look at the screenshot that she's sending me. So I browned the chicken, added the marinated vegetables, and then pour in enough water to cover the chicken and add your chili, thyme, and bay leaves. Okay. I'm scared of adding I love thyme, but I don't want to add too much thyme and then it tastes a bit weird, so I'm gonna add that much and hope that makes sense. Adding in my Scotch bonnet, bay leaves. Yeah. been an hour and a half and it's still like the consistency of water basically. So I'm gonna put some aside into a separate pot. By the way, it said 45 to 60 minutes. So I'm gonna put some into a separate pot because I'm hungry and make a little corn flour slurry for that separate pot to force it to thicken because I cannot wait all night. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, when it said 45 minutes, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because I don't know. I know it's not supposed to be super thick, but this is just way too thin, personally, for my liking. It's probably like fine to eat like that, but I don't want that. Do you know what I mean? This is it, literally. Probably doesn't show up on camera, but I just done a little bit of rice because obviously it's getting late and I don't want to be up all night. But I tasted it and it is very tasty. It is delicious. Cannot deny that. Just give it 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to reduce probably, because I've still got the majority of it on the stove there. But very, very tasty. So this is dinner. Okay, I've eaten dinner, I've had dinner, but I need to talk about some books I've recently acquired at the book sale at work, and these are 3 that I just picked up. If you follow me on TikTok, then you would have seen me talk about these books. I got 2 romance books, one by Jodie Slaughter. It has a black woman on the front, and let me wait for it to focus. Yeah, it has a black woman on the front. Whenever there's a black woman on the front of the book, and it's a romance book especially, I am buying that. This one as well, Tia Williams. I'm unsure about this one now because it seems a little bit young and I do not like young romances, but I've bought it now and it just seems like a little fun, cute read. So I'll read that in like 2 days. And then the first fantasy book that I've bought, this is called Powerless and it's part of a 3-book series. So I figured I like series because if I like the book, which hopefully I do, there's more for me to read. I will be slightly depressed. I always get slightly depressed when the series is over, but well, you know, what are you gonna do? And then there was a book sale at work, so I had to pick up some books for my sisters too because they love books. Now this is more crime thriller related. This is called The Woman on the Ledge by Ruth Mancini. I've heard of Ruth Mancini before, but I haven't read any of her books. People are comparing it to The Girl on the Train, which I loved reading. That was a really good book. So I thought, okay, this sounds really interesting. So yeah, that. And then I got one other romance, like love story book by Claire Daverley. This seems like a little fun read. It's called Talking at Night. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, Talking at Night. Literally everything else is James Patterson, but it's from the Women's Murder Club. Yeah, Women's Murder Club series. I've never read anything from this series before, but my sisters rave on about it and they say that they love the Women's Murder Club series. So I got them, I think they've read up to 19 and they happen to have 22, 25, 24, and I think this is 20, yeah, and 20. So my sister said they already read 15. 15 was the lowest one that they had. So I'm gonna read this because I don't think they're interested in reading that. They already have. And at work, I think these were like £2 or £1.50 each. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, and that cost £10. £10 for 7 books. So really, really good. Right now, I'm reading my first ever fantasy book, which is called Spark of the Everflame. I've heard some good things about it. I'm 50% of the way in, and it's getting good. I got like 20% of the way in. I'm reading it on Kindle. I don't have the physical copy. 20% into the book, I was like, it's a bit of a snooze. First, I'm not that interested. It's too much language. I need too many realms and symbols. And sometimes I just like, I'm not sure this is for me. Maybe like, I just like to watch fantasy movies and not actually read the book. But 50% in and I'm enjoying it. About 25% in, it started to get good. If you're interested in books, you like reading, you want to hear what I think about any other books that I've read or any books that you can see here, then let me know. And in just maybe a couple minutes at the end of each video, if it's a vlog or something, we can talk books. What are you reading right now? Let me know if you're reading anything, or if you want me to recommend any romance books I've read before, I'm happy to do so as well. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.